Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, scrolling on social media, buying cool stuff, or chasing success, life still feels empty and meaningless? Like there's something missing, but you can't figure out what it is. Well, you're not alone. I spent 8 years of my life battling anxiety, feeling lost and unfulfilled. And after diving deep into 100 psychology books, I finally understood why I was feeling this way. And let me share an experience with you that will show you why my suffering is your shortcut to a meaningful life. Growing up, I never really had a father figure showing me what to chase in life, teaching me morals or values, and telling me how to live. Of course, I had a father, but he wasn't home. And no, he wasn't away working. He was somewhere else because he had a lot of arguments with my mom. So every single time I went home from school, I just heard them shouting and arguing, and this went on for a couple of years and then he left. So, like a lot of us, I just turned to social media and video games, and I spent most of my day just waking up in the morning, grabbing my phone, scrolling on social media, looking at Instagram pics from girls from my class, and then going to school. While going to school, listening to music and again scrolling on social media. And when I come home, just playing video games all day long, talking with friends on Discord, going to bed very late at night, after again scrolling on social media and then falling asleep and repeating that over and over and over again. And I forgot to mention at that time I was also heavily addicted to porn, like jerking off 3 to 4 times a day and watching it without even jerking off, just like watching it because I didn't have anything else to do. I was avoiding the pain and the discomfort, and that gave me a quick relief. Like, I just forgot all of my worries, but it just stacked up in the back of my mind and then it all came crashing down at once. And soon all of the social media consumption felt super overwhelming because no matter where I looked, I saw people my age. Back then I was like 15 who were like millionaires, who were on yachts, who had girlfriends, who were going outside on parties, and I was just stuck inside an obese, chubby kid that had no mission in life. And I was constantly comparing myself to those people, and that made me extremely anxious and self-conscious. I wanted to have what they had, but I didn't know how to get it. And all of these different desires, all of these different things that I saw pulled me to different directions. I woke up one day and said like, I don't want to play video games anymore. I'm going to start dropshipping. Then I saw another video of like how to get rich in your teens or whatever, and then I wanted to do like eBay reselling. And then I saw another guy who was just like chilling in the mountains doing nothing. I was like, I want to become a monk. And then again, I went into like the gaming bubble and I saw people playing this video game and this video game, and I was constantly pulled into all different directions. And the world also told me that I had to live up to impossible standards for me at that time. Get a six pack when I was obese and addicted to junk food, get a girlfriend when I was socially anxious and didn't know how to speak to anyone, or make a bunch of money when I didn't even know what a business is. And so each day I woke up with this knot inside of my chest, with these racing negative thoughts, and I didn't know what was going on until I found out it was just anxiety. Anxiety by not knowing where I should head to, not knowing what I want to chase, not having someone like a father figure that told me what to do, and getting pulled into all different directions, constantly comparing myself and beating myself up for not living up to these standards. And eventually I hit a breaking point. I remember sitting in my room one late night and just asking myself, why am I feeling this way? Why is everyone else doing so much better than me? What am I missing? So I sat down with a notepad and a pen, and I wrote one question into the journal that completely changed my life. What is my definition of success? Not the definition of other people. Not making 10K a month at the age of 3, not getting a 8-pack in 2 weeks, not getting 70 girlfriends and buying a super yacht in Dubai. What is my definition of success? And at first it wasn't easy to answer this question because I spent years just chasing what other people told me to chase and looking at what other people are chasing and trying to become more like them, pulling me farther away from my real, authentic self. But then I made a plan. I told myself I would spend less time on social media and more time in silence, more time journaling and in introspection. And after a couple of times doing this, I found the answer to the question, what is my definition of success? And as I answered the question, I could slowly work towards this definition of success, and I slowly started to feel calmer, more in control, and more confident. And I won't tell you what my definition of success is because that would just contribute to the problem. What I want you to do now is to turn everything off, click off this video in 30 seconds, and just sit down with a notepad and a journal in silence and ask yourself, what is your definition of success? And really think about this. It might be hard to come up with something at first, and just continue to ask yourself why over and over and over again until you find the core motivation. And if you find that, ask yourself, is this really true? Until you can feel it inside of your stomach, inside of your mind, that this definition of success, this goal that you are creating is really something worthwhile chasing that you actually want to do. And then return back to this video, write it in the comments. Thanks for watching and take action.